Hello, dear students. Greetings to all. We continue the chapter Vedic Civilization. In the previous class, we have seen the introduction of Vedic civilization and the social conditions. First of all, we have seen the village. And today we are going to look at the family and status of women. The family was the primary unit of society. So during Vedic civilization, they considered the family as the basic unit of society. There was the joint family system. So they were given importance to joint family, not the nuclear family. So let us see how many members were there in a joint family. Three generations lived together in the joint family: the father, the grandfather, and the grandchildren. The eldest member was the head of the family and was called Grahapati. His main duty was to look after the family members, and he had all the authority over all the members of joint family. So from this we can come to the conclusion that they followed a patriarchal system. Patriarchal system means the male head held the family authority. That means the eldest male family member will be the head of the family. So that's all about the family. First of all, they lived in a joint family. There were three generations: father, grandfather, and grandchildren. And the eldest male member of the family was the head of the family, and he had all the authority over all the members, and it is his responsibility to look after the family also. And it was a patriarchal system. And the next point is about women. They held an important position in society. Dear students, we have to keep in mind that we are talking about early Vedic period, not the later Vedic period, because in later Vedic period we don't see such importance for women in society. But in early Vedic period, the women were given importance. First of all, no religious ceremony could be performed unless the wife joined the husband. That means if both husband and wife come together for any religious purpose or for any religious ceremony, it could be performed. Otherwise, they were not allowed to perform any religious ceremony without the presence of wife. Secondly, there was no parda system. Parda system means covering the face. In some of our society, it's a tradition that they cover the face of women during marriage or during some functions, etc. And there was no such custom of covering their face during any program. And thirdly, women of noble families were given education and training in fine arts. In later Vedic period, the girls were not allowed to go out, or they were not given any education. Even now in our society, we can see that the girls were not given proper education. But in early Vedic period, they were given education and they were given training in fine arts. And the next point is women even composed Rigvedic hymns. And the last point is women could choose their own husbands in a ceremony called Swayamvar by garlanding the chosen groom. So it was a custom during early Vedic period. The women could select the husband by garlanding. So it was their freedom, they had freedom to select their husband. Dear students, all these points are very important. You have to note it down, make it short, and learn it all the points. Now we are going to the next one, that is the division of society. It's very important. The society was divided into four. And the first one was the Brahmins or learned people. Secondly, the Kshatriyas, and then Vaishyas and Shudras. The first class of the society was Brahmins. They were learned and they learned Vedas, they performed religious ceremonies and taught the people. The next class was Kshatriyas. They were ruling and warrior class. Their function was to govern and defend their land. And the third group was Vaishyas, followed by the occupation of agriculture, cattle rearing, and trade. And finally, the lower class was Shudras. They were the class who made their living by doing manual and other unskilled jobs to serve the other three classes. The Shudras used to serve other three classes like Brahmins, Kshatriyas, and Vaishyas. and they were considered as the lower class people. Once again, the society was divided into 4 classes: Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, and Shudras. Now let us look at their food habits. The Aryans ate simple but nourishing food. Wheat, maize, and barley were their staple diet. That means the important food. Then they had milk products such as butter, ghee, curd, and cheese. They also consumed honey, fruits, vegetables, and meat. They even served special food to special guests on special occasions. Among drinks, they had soma and sura juice, which were intoxicating strong drinks. The former drink was even offered to gods in religious ceremonies. That means soma. Once again, the main food were wheat, maize, and barley. They had milk and milk products also, such as butter, ghee, curd, cheese, etc. They also ate fruits, honey, etc. also. They even served special foods to special people during special occasions. And there were intoxicating strong drinks also, like soma and sura juice. The soma was even offered to God in religious ceremonies. And the next point is about games and amusements. The Aryans found time for games and amusements: hunting, horse racing, chariot racing, wrestling, dancing, music, and dice gambling were their favorite recreations. That is all about social life. Once again, I will brief. In social conditions, first of all, we have to learn about the village, then family and status of women, then we have to talk about the society, then food and games. That means 5 points will be coming under social conditions: village, family, society, food, and games. And dear students, you have to make short notes for all these points and write down it in your copy. In the next video, we will be looking at economic life of early Vedic period. Have a nice day. God bless you all.